we used to go out on the street to do tabligh. Our concept of tabligh in those days was to go down to the corner, put up a 6-foot ladder, put up an American flag, and begin speaking on whatever you wanted to speak as long as you liked. You were not restricted to 15 minutes to speak on where did Jesus die or the institution of jihad. You could speak till your voice became hoarse. And I realized at that point too how vocalists lose their voices as well. Because sometimes you'd be out there and scream about some aspect of the philosophy teaching of Islam, and nothing was coming out. So we began to learn early voice management. Rasheed was one of the most effective tabligh persons. He had, and he also was known for his honesty. He's very honest in the conduct of the Jamaat finances, and he was a very devout person. And he went there and he spent many years there. He learned the language, and he was our national hero. Everyone aspired to be, Rasheed Ahmad. And when he came back, it was a great expectation, that he would become our representative Mubaligh. I've always had these illusions of one day sitting in the Jamia, studying all these arcane things about the Quran and so forth, And in 1981, I was elected to go to Rabwah to attend the Shura to represent the United States. And I got to go to see the Jamia, this university, this academy with all this fount of knowledge, I got a chance to address the students there. And it was, again, a very emotional experience. It had this atavistic air to it that takes you back to that period when, and the students were very enthusiastic. I saw great promise for them. And at that time, my son had indicated a desire to go. And respect for what these young men from Pakistan did, and the contribution that those families made in sending their young men to America to help me. And Brother Khalil Mahmood lived in Boston, so he was intimately concerned about the earlier phase of the Malcolm X saga. In fact, he taught him, Khalil used to go to the prison to visit Khalil Mahmood, was the president of the Boston Jamaat of Ahmadiyyat. Khalil went to prison, gave him the prayer book and so forth, started him on learning how to say his prayers, gave him several books. I think we have a record. There was in those days there was a journal that used to be kept of people who purchased the books and so forth. Nowadays you just get a receipt. You pay your money, you take a receipt and go, but your name is on. In those days we kept it, and so that way we have some indication as a sampling of who bought what. And we have I have one of those small diaries And in that, you see different people who did purchase our books. And among them was Malcolm X, Farrakhan, and his Malcolm's sister, elder sister, who was his mentor, really, Sister Ella. And you can see all the books that she purchased, and many other many other ministries, so that the literature was being disseminated among. So they were reading our literature, they knew our literature, they were aware of it. In some cases, they actually plagiarized it, you know. And I have some documentation of that, you know. But hey, if you had something nice, would you copy it too? And that's what happened. They used it. They did what people still do today, you know. That's why we have copyright laws. We live in a pluralistic society. We live in a society that is plagued by all sorts of ills. So it is our task to try to extract the best from the society. Not repudiate the society completely, but extract the best we can from it and impress upon it our sense of value and what the potential that the nation has to become. First of all, be true to yourself, be true to your principles, and work hard right away, because next month I'll be 80, and you say, well, where did it all go, you know? So you have to begin to work early to implement these choice principles that you have. And I was reading a couple of days ago something that impressed me too, by Mufti Sadiq Winner. He said that of all the accomplishments that I am said to have accomplished, I was most proud when I was 19 years old, and Hazrat Muhammad Sadiq had deceased. And I stood at the foot of his bed and said that if everyone else deserts your mission, I will stand by you. And he said, oh, I am most proud